Live. He may have called you out in the halls for your tennis shirt, saying that he's heard your team is making a lot of racket. He may have walked into your science class and proclaimed that when chemists die, they bury them. He may have even come up to you at the pencil sharpener and informed you that broken pencils are pointless. He's the master of groan-worthy puns, and we're proud to have him here on the Writers' Week stage before he retires at the end of this year. We need to keep the atmosphere electric here at Writers' Week, so let's crank up the wattage. Please welcome the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Watt.
Thank you. Usually people do that when I leave the room. That's even better. I know, lights are on, nobody's home. You know, I can't really see half of you, but that's okay. I know you. So, I'm glad to have the opportunity because I've never had this opportunity before. So it's great because I've always enjoyed doing whatever it is I've done. I've done a lot of different things, but education is really where there's a lot of fun. In fact, I just start out with a very simple story that at the time I didn't think anything of it. And then it's become one of the funniest moments of my life, probably. It had to be probably in the 7th hour a couple of years ago. And I was telling the kids, and this is where the generation gap exists. I was telling them about when I was a kid in the old neighborhood, every Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, we'd go out to the cemetery. And we'd bring our instruments, utensils, whatever, with us. And as I was describing, you know, it was tradition, family tradition. So we'd bring our rakes and shovels and flower pots and whatever we're going to do, because we'd stop at the garden, whatever it was called then, place and go out there. We also brought in our hose. And the thing was that somebody asked me, said, well, did you have a hose? I said, a couple of hoses. And my dad had several hoses. And I was going on and on, telling my uncle, my aunt, my granddad, well, had hose. We all went out to the cemetery with a bunch of hose. And by that time, they were rolling in the aisles. I had no idea why, except I said, oh, okay, no problem. Let me rephrase that. Rakes. Well, if you're Shakespearean, you know what a rake is. But that's a little bit over there. Anyways, I thought that story was rather interesting because by the time I got done, I said, okay, I think this day's over with. But, well, it reminds me of the old neighborhood, and a lot of good things happened in the old neighborhood. But it was a little rough, you know. When we were little kids, we'd see somebody put wet cement in there, and you reach in and you feel another hand. That's creepy. Or when you close your bedroom windows, you hit somebody's fingers. They're trying to get in, okay? Rough neighborhood, okay? And we used to take multiple choice tests, which I've never liked, because we had 3 choices. Take it, leave it, or shove it. Basically, I'm not going to tell you which one I preferred. But that's the type of stuff that's, part of the old neighborhood. He ask a cop. He says, my parents are lost. I said, or I'm lost. Can you help me find my parents? I said, I don't know, kid. There's so many places they can hide. One time, my dad said to my mother that I'm spoiled. She goes, that's okay. A lot of kids smell that way. English class, this is great. Teacher asks what comes at the end of a sentence. Kid yells out, you make an appeal. It's no joke. Really, the hangman said, no news is good news. If business is good, then the population's dropping. But, I thought I was going to go tomorrow. I didn't know I was going today, so I was really not prepared, but it doesn't matter. I've been doing a lot for a lot of years, so, just apply whatever comes naturally. So there's a couple of them I would like to tell you about. A guy goes to psychiatrist, says, doctor, nobody listens to me. Psychiatrist says, next. Another guy goes in and says, I need to talk to you, doc. Doctor says, what do you do for a living? He says, I'm an auto mechanic. He says, get under the couch. And so a guy says, okay, doctor, everybody thinks I'm crazy. I want a second opinion. He says, all right, you're ugly too. You go to a restaurant, it's pretty rough when the only thing they have on the menu is broken leg of lamb. Or some nice places, family hangouts, Fonzo's Knuckle Room, Guido's Grotto, Dominic's Black and Blue Room. You forgot to tell me that was the Corleone family hangouts. But anyways, I like teaching government because when somebody asks me about the power of veto, I says, you ever see The Godfather? That's the power of veto. But other than that, I mean, life is a series of little vignettes, I think, little seeds that you kind of remember and tuck away, and then you remember them later on, okay? I asked my dad, how do I get my kite in the air? He told me to run off a cliff. But, that's just childhood, whatever it entails, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. It's like going to a beauty contest with a bag over your head and expecting to win. But either way, who's on next? No, just kidding. Because I wasn't sure. See, Second City was supposed to be here. Are they coming today? Good. Maybe I'll stick around. I actually have something to eat, so I'd like to get back to eat it. But, no, just kidding. See, it just happens. But anyways, if there's 3 to 5, I think I covered it. But hey, thanks for having the opportunity, and I'm glad. I don't know.